Hey everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hello Jay, hello Dawn, hello Pam, hello Chow. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great myself. Had an amazing day. And I have to tell you the story, but I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing here. So I'm going to make a sort of a scene card, and I'm going to be using watercolor paper, and I'm going to make probably a mini slimline because I had an idea in my head. Just because I have an idea in my head doesn't mean it's going to work out on paper. Um, and I'm going to watercolor the background. Hey, babe. Yeah, I love these watercolors. They're awesome. And so I'm going to pick out my colors. So I want the deep turquoise green, and that looks to be this one. Oops, might need to move this first. I'm so glad I swatched these. People always say, "Oh, it's important to swatch," and I'm like, "Meh, I hate swatching." But in this case, it's kind of important. I want this color right here, and then I want probably the Viridian as well, and then I want the yellow ochre. I don't know if it's ochre. Okay, I don't know how you pronounce it, and then probably the natural beige. So I'm going to make kind of a gradient. Let's just get the rest of these out of the way. We only want the pans out that we really need. Hey, Irma. So it's been raining here this afternoon. I went full on run from her mode today on the guys because kind of our yard has been ignored. And I kind of, today for the first time, I heard cicadas. And I wanted to sit outside and listen to them. And there really was no place to sit that was comfortable. So, first of all, I'm going to go 4.5 on this just so I have plenty. Um, I made them mow and weed whack everything, and then they built me a shelter. It's kind of reminds me a little bit of a bus shelter, but it's really nice. And Mike and I have been sitting out there in the rain, staying dry. It's lovely. Hi, Randy. Hi, Maritza. Yeah, I'm going to paint the background, Maddie. And I'm going to do some stenciling on it and stamping as well. But I'm going to start with painting. And let me just start by getting a lot of water just down here. Oh gosh, look at all that cat hair in my water. No bueno. And I want it the wettest down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to grab my darkest green here. This isn't like the best watercolor paper in the world. Like I can drop the color in, but it doesn't really move around as much as I wish it would. So as soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going back outside, and hopefully the cicadas will come back. That our roommate person turned on the radio, and that kind of made them stop, which kind of bummed me out. But it is what it is, right? This is what I'm looking for, just kind of this run going here. Let's go with this lighter green now. And I'm doing nice and wet. Get some more water on here. It really, really soaking wet. And just move the paint around. And I don't mind if they blend together. That's kind of what I want. But I definitely want it super dark at the bottom. I love, love, love this color. Yeah, it's basically it's got a roof on it, and it's got a I made him put it back on it because it's up against a banana tree, and I'm afraid of bugs. and I was afraid that like a spider would drop out of the banana tree or something. So I made him put it back on it, but it doesn't have any sides or front, and it doesn't need it. I mean, we sat out there in the pouring rain, and it was fine. Okay, I'm happy with that so far. Now, I do want to dry this before I move to the next step. And let me get a... Hey, Bitty Penny. So sometimes a house mama just kind of has to go full on, dude, get busy. And that's what I did. And they were both scared of me because I was just, like I said, in run from her mode. And that worked out well for me. Hey, Gene. Dry here, sort of ish. Look at all those cat hairs. I didn't realize I had this in my bedroom just sitting there, and that's kind of where Beep hangs out. So we had a little bit of cat hair palooza. Remember, I'm just doing a mini slimline, but I grabbed a bigger piece of paper. Don't want that blue on there necessarily. Get that off. That's what I'm looking for. Drop that sucker in and let it kind of do its craziness, as watercolor will do. And when you see what I have in mind, hopefully it works. Hopefully what I'm thinking about works. Let's go with this light tan. Oh, have you been playing with paint a lot lately? Yeah, I mean, I hardly ever play with these, and I really do love them. I'm going to come back down here and darken this down. I mean, often my distress sprays is what I use to get this kind of same effect, and they work fine too. But might as well use what I paid for. Let's get this moving here a little. I love this dark yellow. I think it's amazing, and I love it especially with teal. And I'm just trying to get them to kind of come together with this just kind of a little bit of a buffer in between. Yes, 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 ma'am. That's what I'm looking for. So abstract, I'm not trying to get any particular kind of design going in here. Let's wipe this down and give it a dry. Oh, I don't blame you, Chow. I hate going in the car in the heat, until it cools off. It cooled off significantly here today. After it rained, it was probably in the 70s, really comfortable. And it's still raining, so I'm excited about that. I haven't seen any lightning bugs this year or any of the fun stuff that I love about Alabama summer. I want this to be a little bit more, not so harsh. Which is why I'm dropping in this lighter color, because it kind of just helps it blend out. Hey, Linda. Yeah, 79 is lovely. Ooh. Well, that went crazy on me, didn't it? Okay, let me get. There we go. Get these going. I don't mind that little run down the side because it's going to be a mini slimline. You're not even going to see it. But I do need to get it dry. Hey, Gloria. Oh yeah, bad flies here too, and plus, we have all these pets, so. And guys leaving the door open. Let the dog out, and Bones, Mike has to almost carry him out now. So it takes a minute to get him out the door, and in that minute, multiples of them love to come stalking in. Sometimes I like the back sides even better than the front sides. What makes a scene? We're talking about something making a scene. I'm happy. I like scenes. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to the size that I need it. And let's get my trimmer. Need to be 6 by, I think we'll go 6 by 3. What is Linda talking about, though? I'm scrolling back. Washi tape from, oh, so, okay. No, I haven't tried it, but I do kind of want to. Let's get these out of the way and kind of clean up this little mess right here so I can make a new mess. Okay, and so what I have here is I have this stencil. And I was thinking that I would, and it's going to be a little on the tricky side, but I was thinking I would do some Astro Paste here in this stencil in gold. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to really secure this down. Like I said, this is a super flimsy stencil, so I'm going to have to be super careful with it. I'm going to have to come downwards and get a piece of paper. Hi, Susan. Okay. I don't want this one. I want this one. And beside me, I have a one of those big Tupperware type containers full of some soapy water. And I have the Slippery When Wet Astro Paste. I'm going to have to really kind of hold this down. I don't like using pixie spray, so pixie spray would make sure that it stayed down. I'm just not a big fan on my stuff. I don't like it. Yeah. And once that dries, it's going to be really cool looking. Be safe, stay cool, Chow. In this here heat. Okay. I'm going to put these directly in my pail of water, so I can easily clean them after, and I don't have to run to the sink right now. All right, so I am going to hit this with the heat tool because I want it to dry. I don't want to be here all night. Let me try using the little one here. That's a really cool stencil. I went yesterday. I did a craft room tour And today I went and organized my stencils. Hey, Peggy Rose. Here's how it looks. And this is the Astro Paste in Slippery When Wet. Golly, I don't want to do anything with this, but look at it. It's so pretty. Yeah, the Slippery When Wet is an awesome gold. Okay, now I want to do some little circles here with my Tropical Tango. Let me get out a dotted stencil. Let's see here. Stars would be cool. Yeah, I think I'll do star. I think I'm going to do these smaller stars, though. Clang. I don't need a bunch. So here's my Tropical Tango. It's my other favorite color, as you guys know already. Get another piece of paper so I don't get this stuff on my mat. So hard to clean off. As long as you set it up, cleaning isn't a big deal. You just have to set it up. Just try and decide how I want my stars. Okay, I think I want them like that. So that one's going to go over that a little bit, and that's okay. I don't know if these are going to turn out very good because this is not laying flat. Oh yeah, they're perfectly fine. And they will shine bright when they're dry. Yeah, that's, I mean, I had done my closet. I had spent the time when I was off on a break throwing away everything in that closet. And I mean everything. There was so much stuff in here. There were 3D items that I had made years ago, like little notebooks and little boxes and things like that, that in my mind I thought, oh yeah, I will give these away as gifts, but I never did. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, me too, Betty Penny. These colors are so yummy. So I just want to make sure the Astro Paste is dry before I move on to the next step, which I don't know if I'm going to need to do any stamping on this at all. I kind of like it just like that. It's kind of almost, hi Mina Craft, it's kind of almost getting ready for Halloweenish. Like if I had a big yellow moon. But I went high on these because I wanted them to blend right into that sort of blue shade. No, I threw it away. A lot of it was ruined because I had just piled it all on top of other stuff. I threw it all away. I thought about relocating it, but there's no place in this house to relocate anything at all. So relocation wasn't an option. So now I've got my stars. So let's kind of straighten this paper out. And I don't mind that I got a little bit of the blue down here. I don't mind that at all. So what I think I want to do now is I want to add some splatters at the top. And I don't want to go pure white, I don't think. Maybe I do. No, I do not. I'm going to go with this natural beige. Oh, I thought I'd just pour it all over the place. And so let me get my fan brush. And I'm going to get some of that. Let's get a little water here on my thing. Get some on the brush, get it in the water, and just do some little taps, little tappity taps. Yeah. Oh, trust me. I mean, when I showed my craft room yesterday, nobody saw like all of my big dies, which I have a bunch of them because they're in my bedroom. And nobody saw all of my extra storage for out in my hallway. I have like an apothecary dresser with all kinds of tiny little drawers, which has my Simon Hurley reinkers and other reinkers and other extra inks and just all kinds of stuff. Oh, you got the stamps from Desiree? Hey, Marva. Okay, so we're doing great for time. So I've got a mini slimline here. I was thinking about making it a shaker, but I don't think that's necessary. Do you? I think it's got plenty of sparkle and shine all on its own. Yeah, I really think I only want to just do a little sentiment here. I do need to dry that paint. Let me get that dry before I move on. Otherwise, I'll just smear it. Let's see. What else did nobody see? Nobody, yeah. I didn't show, like, my hallway is got both my printers. It's got a bookcase with, all my printer paper and stuff like that. And my bedroom has all my big dies. There's no place to put them in here. There's no place at all. And then in my bedroom, underneath my bed, are totes and totes of underbed totes full of yarn from my crochet days. Hey, Delina. Leftover beef short ribs. I heard people like those. I don't think I've ever had short ribs. Not a rib person, but I've heard they're pretty good. Okay, so I think I want to add some ink now. I'm going to come in with my Lavinia inks. Let me come in with Sahara here at the bottom. So Sahara is basically a yellow ochre or okra or however you say it, I don't know. And then let me come in from the top with, let's go with, let me see if I like this one. No, wrong shade of blue. Let's try Mermaid. Perfect. Hey, Cordelia. Yeah, there's a lot of crafty goodness for sure in here. This is also going to kind of darken down these ones here. That's going to give them a little bit of a look of distance. Yep. Got ink on my finger. Better wipe it off. Oh, I really like that. I kind of need to do another one because I have time. I can't really do an A2 size because this stencil is only a slimline stencil. And when you're working like with a butter like this, you have to wait for one layer to dry before you can move the stencil over. So let's go ahead and get this down onto a card base, which I'll need to make. And I'm just trying to decide how I want to, because I did get it so wet, it's definitely quite bendy, like warpy. I'm going to try and just unwarp it a little. I'm a little tempted to spatter some Distress Spritz on here. I've got fossilized amber. I've got peacock feathers. Hi, Vicki. Now you won't see that very well until it dries. And let's go ahead and get the fossilized amber too. Hey, Gloria. Let's see if we can get a similar look with the spritzes on another piece of paper. All right, we're going to let that dry naturally. And let's get another piece of that watercolor. Let's see what I can get. I haven't tried these like in a thick application. Let's just do 4 1/4. Well, I haven't played with the new spritz a lot, so that's why I'm playing with it now to see. Let me just move this so I don't accidentally overspray on it. Now we want to go kind of dark. And this peacock feathers. And we'll do then the fossilized amber, which are kind of the closest colors. I feel like I need to add color to this. I feel like it's just too, I don't know. I'm going to do that though. Let me grab my peacock feathers distress spray and fossilized amber distress spray and see what happens. So it's definitely keeping that kind of mica, but it's darkening down the color, and that's what I want. Okay, we'll just kind of let those run for a second. Hey, Diane. So tonight, Gloria, I'm just playing. I really didn't have a plan. Um, I haven't been live for a minute, so I just kind of was like, well, what are we going to do? And I thought, you know what? As I was organizing my stencils, I wanted to play with that stencil because I had this idea in mind, and it worked, and I really, 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 really love it. Whoops! Try not to touch that. Let's go ahead and dry this and see what it looks like dried. Oh, welcome back, Chow. Wow. Let me get these out of here. I prefer drying my stuff with this, by the way. Hey, Melissa. So there's the spritz with sort of color, added color. Now let's go ahead and spritz over top of that. I feel like I like the fossilized amber a lot better than I like the peacock feathers. Yeah, I cracked the whip. Crack that whip. Bum, 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 bum. So there's kind of what the spritzes look like mixed with the sprays. Straight on, I'm not a big fan because they really don't have a lot of color. They have the color mica and that's all. And that's a beautiful sheen. Yeah, play with your spritz. Play with your stuff by all means. That's why I took out my my watercolor paints because I hardly ever play with them. And do not leave your brush in the water, dummy. Okay, so let's do, since I have a wet brush here, let's do some water play. Let's see what happens. Because it should react. Interesting. Interesting what it's doing right here, where the two colors kind of met. It's going almost a purple, and I don't know if you can see that or not. And it depends on how the light hits it. So it's almost like an interference. Let's see if I can get that for you. Let me flip it this way. I can see it. I can see a purple in there, but it's oh yeah, he got the whip cracked on him, that's for sure. Let's do, since we've got some shine going on here, might as well go all the way and get the where's the one I want? Get the Merry Mint. Whoops. Throw things around. Get the Merry Mint going. So this is the mica stain. It has color in it. And this is Flickering Candle. Okay, let me just go ahead and dry that. So that's kind of basically the same color combination. I think I'm gonna kick it up a notch. Kick it up a notch. And do some stenciling on it. This is one of my favorites. It's called Henna Petals from Creative Expressions. Your husband's there talking. Oh. Hi. Hi. Hello, husband talking. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go opposites here. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. Bam, Jean. Good thing I have a bunch of these. I keep losing them and buying more. I'm going to flip it, I think. I'm going to come this way. Oh, no. He listened to it. Maybe he didn't hear it. Mike doesn't hear stuff. I'm like, Mike, you realize your blinker's on, right? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So I don't know if that's selective hearing or what's going on with that. A red card. Yeah, you might need to build him a doghouse. Okay. Paper towels, where are you? Who knows? I'll just use a Kleenex. All right, let's give that a dry so it picks up the shine that it needs to have. Yep, I know he's in the chat. I encourage you to just get out your stuff and play with no real sense of purpose. Just an idea in your mind. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's just paper. Well, thank you, Jay. That's right, Pam. That still cracks me up. Now this is kind of puffing up because this is very hot on here, but I really don't mind at all. I rather kind of like it. See how it's puffing? I like that. Here, let me do this close. I'm sorry it's going to be loud, but just so you can kind of see what it's doing. See how it puffs? I'm not mad. I like that. I almost feel like this would be a super cool kind of yin and yang design. So the paste that I'm using, this is Astro paste from Simon Hurley. It's brand new. And I'm using Tropical Tango and Slippery When Wet. So that's kind of my favorite color combo, is like a dark yellow or gold and a kind of a turquoise. So if I were going to do a yin and yang, though, I would have to actually draw it, and that might be difficult. I don't know. Let me think about that a minute. I have a yin and yang stamp that might help me with this. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Melissa. Oh, thanks, Cordelia. Oh no, Gloria, I hate when that happens. My PC has been giving me real fits with YouTubes lately. I've been having to watch them on my iPad. Thinking aloud. I want shapes out of these, some sort of shapes. I'm not going to try yin and yang because I can't get a good circle. Hey, Tiffany. Thank you. Oh, you're going to be on Craft Roulette Friday. I can't wait. The Michigan Wolverines. Okay, cool. I want shapes. What kind of shapes can I make out of these? What can I do with these? I'm thinking, y'all. I'm looking through my frequently used shapes. That might make some really pretty birds. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let me find my birds. Flipping through. Okay, they're not in that side. They must be in this side. Trampoline. Okay. And this way I'll also get to see how well this stuff cuts out, this Astro paste. Do a bird here. Do a bird here. Oh, you're not going on until September. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know why it's showing you as this Friday. Somebody else told me Catherine Puller was on this Friday, and I'm like, okay. And guys, I'm going to go over and run this through my Vagabond with my precision plate so that I get a nice tight cut. So I'll be right back. Vicky Ruda's on this Friday. Okay. Woo! Scared poor Tiffany. Looks like it cut. Okay. Hey, Crystal. Yeah, it is. It is because she scheduled them in advance, and that's just what YouTube thought I should see, I guess. Come on, little guy. Oh, pretty. Vicky Ruda specializes. She does. I think she does a lot of lawn fawn and little critter stuff. She's in the UK. Her and her husband are usually in the chat. They're both so cute. All right, let's see here. Got my little birds. I'm gonna need to delineate them with some ink. Let's grab that video ink that I was using. The mermaids, nice and dark. Let me just grab I want my little pouncer. One moment, please. Let's see how well the pouncer works because it's pretty small. Just darken down these edges. His little feet nice and dark. Okay, enjoy. Yeah, you did good. I mean, you did good on my show, but then again, there's not a lot of people here, so you know, craft roulette, depending on who's on it, can get pretty crazy with a lot of people. Like May, she's pretty popular. I'm not saying you're not. I don't know how many people watched when I was on there. It's not so bad, Tiffany. It really isn't. The worst part I hate about it was actually having to have my face on camera. The rest was a breeze. Oh, these are, oh good Lord. They're from Simon Says Stamps from their Rainbow collection. I think I'm gonna need to cut out a different color bird. I just store all these birds together and use them when I, feel the need. But I think I have these two birds. I think I want a gold bird. And let's think about the direction the gold bird would be facing. If this guy is looking up like this, okay, I need my extra fingers here. If this guy's looking up like this guy's looking over here. I think I want one. And he's looking that. If they're all looking that way, what are they looking at? This guy's looking this way. We'll go him. We'll get him. And I want a lot of that pattern in his body. I'll be right back. All right, take care. Abby's getting her hair cut. 10 to 12 inches. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a lot. Good luck with that. I'm sure she'll look beautiful. All right, cut out this bird. Uh-oh. Come here, you. We'll land on the floor. Okay. Arranging them is always the tricky part for me. So I'm going to have to ground them somehow. Come on, get on there. I'm going to have to ground them somehow. Let's go ahead and darken down the edges of this one. Minimum of, 20. Oh, you cut off 22 inches? Oh my goodness. How fun. I mean, I do that too. I'll grow my hair out really, really long and then just whack it all up, and they'll be in the salon going, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I'm like, dude, it's hair. It grows back. My hair grows really super fast. What did I do with the, here it is, Sahara. And I'll go ahead and use the brush that I was using before. Okay, now I need to think about grounding them. So I'm going to get a mask, I think. I think I want to put, I don't know how I want to put these guys. I want to maximize the, bye Tiffany. Okay, so I'm going to start with this bird here, and I'm going to put this bird flat down and then arrange the other birds around it. I'm excited to go back outside. I told Mike, as soon as my live's over, we'll come back out here and sit and enjoy the sound of the birds and the frogs and the cicadas and whatever else is making noise out there. All right, so let's do some grounding. And I am going to ground with the Sahara. And let me get my mask. Got my Lavinia Hill masks. Well, hi, Danny. Thanks for stopping by. You're probably not even going to see his feet, but all right, other birds, other birds. That there they kind of are almost shaped in a heart. I think I kind of like that. So before I put those down, I'm going to go ahead and put this down onto a card base. Okay, card base. How do I want to do that? I got a mess here. I've built myself into a little corner here. So this is 6 by 3. So I want my card base to be 6 1/4 by 3 1/4 times 2. 6 1/4 by 6 1/2. Okay. Let me get some paper. I don't know what color. I think I'm just going to do white. Okay, I need my little, let me move my watercolor stuff out of the way before I have a terrible accident. Okay, we're going to go 6 1/2. Oops, that's dirty. Let me. And then 6 1/4. So that's 6. That's 6 1/4. So I want to fold it, score it on this side at 3 1/4. I think. Nope, I need to trim off about 1/4 of an inch. Okay. How can that be? I think I'm going to glue it down and then trim it after. Sometimes that's the safer bet. And in fact, I'm going to use tape because it is a little warped. So I'm going to grab some double-sided tape here. So tomorrow morning I plan on going live. Hopefully Dawn plans on coming on with me. Oh, you're going to Schaumburg? Oh, good. You get to see Tanisha, and actually Carrie's going as well. And probably Marianne and other people like that. I don't think I'll ever go to an expo. I'd like to, but I just don't see it in my future. And I'll just trim off the top. You've been sleeping a lot this week. Are you sick, Gloria? Too peoply for me. Yep. Not just that. I just can't. I don't travel well. Where's my birds? All right. Here's a bird. If I put him on here, I'm going to have to cut his tail off. I don't want to do that. If I do him here and him here, then I don't have to cut his tail off. I think I'm going to go like that. So I'm going to pop this guy up. Thank you. Socializing is exhausting. Yeah, I mean, we don't do anything really specific, Jay. We just kind of goof off. We're sort of working on projects. At least Dawn is. Oops, I don't want the... Only the backer paper came off of that one. Well, I'm a mess, aren't I? That's okay. Add a little extra glue because we are sticking this down to a glittery substance. I want him higher. Yeah, I think I want to pop him up on an even higher. Let's see what I have here. I have these guys. They're pretty high. Oh, in the morning is 9 o'clock Central. So I think that's going to be about 7 your time. Oh, I don't know if you're in Mexico. Oh, Gloria, maybe you're going through a growth spurt. We never want to hear that at our age, at least not at mine. Because if I'm going on a growth spurt, then it's wide and not tall. Okay, so here's the card. I just need a sentiment on here, and you guys know how I am about sentiments. You know what, though? I think that one of these little gold ones on black might go good on here. Let's see, what would they be doing here? They would be Don't forget to fly. Nah, they be still. Let's see if I like this on here. I do. Right there. I'm going to add some glue though. Hi, Beckham. Okay, done. So we did our background with some watercolor. This, I can't say the name. Karatake Gansai Tambi watercolor in yellow ochre, natural beige, viridian, and turquoise green deep. And then I do too. I'm quite the gold fan. We did, oops, what happened here? He got his nose stuck up that other guy's, you know where, because the glue's not stuck yet. Then we did another, and then I stenciled with the Astro Paste these long blades of grass and then some stars with the Tropical Tango. This one was slippery when wet. And then for the birds, we did both the Distress Spritz, we did Distress Spray Stain, and both fossilized amber and peacock feathers. And then for the more shine splatter, we did the flickering candle and the merriment. And then I cut these guys out with the Tim Holtz silhouette birds. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for coming. And don't forget to, if you want to, leave me a thumbs up on the way out. Let me just kind of get that up closer so you can see better. Look at that green thumb. Man, I'm a hot mess. Let me go like that. And there's not a bunch of shine here because this is just straight watercolor. Anyway, I'm going to go back outside and hang out with Mike for a little while. And then I'll see you guys, whoever's around tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Central, for the Friday morning coffee with Dawn. And I hope you guys have a great evening. And I think Jay might be next at some point. I don't know if Jay is still going on Thursday night. Jay, are you still here? I don't know if he's still here, if he's already gone live. I'm glad you woke up in time to catch me too. I really enjoy seeing you guys. Well, anyway, if you're subscribed to Jay at Craft by Jay, I think he goes on Thursday nights with a guest. Yeah, he's scheduled to go live. Okay, cool beans. So if you're still looking to hang out and chat, see you guys maybe over there, but I'll probably be outside. So anyway, take care. Bye.